talking in the background, don't never come to the podium. Chef Cardi B, I'm up. I see you like the again. While you was sleeping on me, I'm in 40 bands by 4 p.m. They be taking everything you want. I'm like a walking. I don't understand what this hate is about. How you go your man with my name in your mouth? I do the Maybach on Monday, Ferrari Friday. This is sweet Saturday, that's just what I say. I say, babe, it's a. He said it's a. Them pretty. You look like Beyonce, looking like money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, yeah. Money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back. He can tell from the front, I got it behind me, and I park my Bentley truck on my Versace driveway, looking like money back, 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 money back. With me pretty too, they look like bridesmaids, and they all gang, so don't be talking sideways, sideways, sideways.
We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. This crowd here fired up for football as a moment ago their Titans were introduced. This should be a good one as the Titans get set to match up with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. Fall is in the air and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. This will be taken about the 12. And a good effort on the return there gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
Here we go. Lady! What's your son?
Now it's the Boise State alone. Jay Ajayi found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. The big man, Jarrell Casey, in on the stop.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Here we go. Back. 180!
Play action. Now Wentz. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Brian Orakpo in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Working from the gun, Wentz. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Brian Orakpo in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They go play action here on 1st down. That's complete to Taywan Taylor. And he's going to be ripped down by the face mask at the end of this, and that's going to add 15 more onto the end of this thing. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Mariota on 1st down. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd and inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker.
Hey,
Now a second down throw for Mariota. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. An incomplete pass on second down leads us to third and inches. Third and short yardage. Mariota. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to make it fourth down. And he didn't get it there. No, it's no good. Just shy of the crossbar. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Go.
Throwing on first is Wentz. And he's got the veteran here. It's Mike Wallace. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now it's the all-purpose back. This is Darren Sproles. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now it's a Johnny. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to bring up a third down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now Wentz on third down. Aguilar has it. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Wasn't a ton of space, but a great move. He's able to work it to the 20-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Two times. Hit somebody. 4 down. Check. Here we go. Waiting.
Wentz to throw on second down. And that is incomplete.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down.
Single, slot. Shorty. Check three.
From the gun on third down, Wentz. And he connects with Ertz. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. First catch for the Eagles' leading receiver from a year ago. It's a first down.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open. He finds a way to pick up a first down.
He'll get it up the middle. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
Here we go. 180.
He's going to get it running right. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
Here we go. Waiting. I'm bringing it to you.
Wentz now on 3rd and goal. Flush to his right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
And Elliott puts this one through. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And they were in field goal range the last time out but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Fletcher Cox coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9. With the former Volunteer Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Titans with the football here to begin quarter number 2, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
One. 3. 1.
Mariota now on 2nd down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Mills. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on.
Fine. Adoree Jackson on the return. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their own 23.
One.
Back to it after the pick-6. Mariota. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. A very solid gain of 27. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
Hey, boys, got 4. 4 down. Get the eggs to Mike. One. Keep it rolling. One.
Mariota now from the 50. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Give him 3 on the play, and it's a 2nd down.
Let's go. One.
second down, Mariota. It's caught. Left side, Brandon LaFell. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
One. Three.
Throwing again, Mariota on 2nd and 10. He's going to launch this thing way down. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. The first red zone opportunity for the Titans. They've got a 1st and goal just inside the 5. Again, it's Mariota. And that is caught by Davis for a Tennessee touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Titans are able to make this a close game again. Extra point put through by Succop. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And out now come the Eagles. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Wesley Woodyard there on the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
120!
Now a play fake. Wentz. It's complete left side to Aguilar. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A gain of 32 that time. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here we go. 120! Lion! Check 26.
Wentz now on 1st down. Open man left side is Wallace, complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia! Mike Wallace, his first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles add on to their lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Jackson now to return. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
One. Hey. 4 down. One. Good.
Now it's a bootleg with Mariota staying on his feet. He's going to air it out deep for Math, and that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. A first down carry for Henry. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Yeah, baby. Oh, boy, I know you felt that one.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to Tennessee after this.
Keep it rolling. Time! Blue line! Alert 3! Easy. Hey, 58 is the mic. Go 58's the mic. Rip left.
Now a play fake here on first down. He dumps it off for Henry. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now. Here's Mariota. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Defense may be thinking pass. They come out in the nickel on third and goal.
Strong right.
To throw is Mariota. And that is caught by Davis for a Tennessee touchdown. In for the score. And the Titans have made this a one-score game.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
They go play action here on first down. Forced out to his left. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Come on now. Let's go. Hey. Go. 280. This 5-7. No. Off. What's your son? Mike, check.
On second down, here's Wentz. His throw incomplete. Good coverage that time by Malcolm Butler.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, Get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Go. Waiting.
Now Wentz. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. Here's Jackson. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And it'll be Titan football. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Wide open receiver complete. And that one results in 35 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Let's go. Tight end right. One.
Mariota now to throw on first down. Uncorks one for Davis. And that is caught by Davis for a Tennessee touchdown. Marcus Mariota with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Titans are able to strike for 6. And he puts it through. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Go.
They'll begin the drive with a Giant. Trucks over it. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. So we've reached halftime here in Nashville, the Music City, with the Titans out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. Out come the Titans now. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
One.
Mariota on first down. And Matthews over the middle with a grab. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on that play for the Titans. Mariota now 12 of 16 thus far. It's 1st and 10.
Three.
On the counter, it's Henry. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game.
Let's go. One. Tight right. One. One. Three. One.
Now a second down throw for Mariota. Going deep here for Matthew. Oh, wide open, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one goes for 36 yards. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 23. Now a former 5th-round pick of the Eagles. This is Dion Lewis. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
One.
Throwing, Mariota. That is caught at the 7. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Jonnu Smith, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken about the 12. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the 2nd half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes...
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he'll take it down deep into Tennessee territory. A big play there for Philly. 59 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. They come out here in the eye. Wentz going to throw. Rolling to his right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. On 2nd and goal, Ajayi, the lone man in the backfield.
Here we go. 180. 55's my guy.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Go. 180. They're going to 88. They're going to 86.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Ajayi. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. And the kick by Elliott is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Now Mariota. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. Give him 30 yards there.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this, they were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
A first down throw for Mariota. And Matthews has it right side. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone of the chalk of the 20. That one goes for 24 yards. Mariota now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10. From the red zone now, Mariota. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
Well, you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
One. Ready. Wide.
A second down throw here for Mariota. And it's caught. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point put through by Succop. And the lead is up to 15 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42-yard line. Great return.
It's the third quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard. And while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Sproles to start the drive. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Hang in there now. Ram. Go. 120.
Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line.
At least 5 steps.
On 1st down, Wentz. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again. So the youngster able to use the legs to pick up the 1st.
And one of my pet peeves when they see this guy play, when Carson Wentz takes off running the football, I always hear people go, oh, he's sneaky athletic. No, he's athletic. Watch him do it. It's an integral part of the quarterback run game, and he gets it done very, very well.
You don't like sneaky athletic, do you? That's just kind of a jab in the back.
Yeah, not when it doesn't apply. I think that's a stereotype that needs to be broken down for him.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
There we go, back man. 120.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz eluding the pressure right. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
He was able to get away earlier in the drive, but apparently all the time they put in practice finally came to the front, didn't it? They remembered their lessons and found a way to contain him when he took off on that one.
So his third field goal of the ball game brings him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these threes into sixes.
And sevens, and probably even eights. You know, as a kicker, you just head out when you're called upon, so he's done his job. It's the rest of the offense that needs to get it in gear. They want to close this gap.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll try and get the run game going. This is Henry. And he's got room. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
That's a football play right there. That takes me back a little bit. Toss sweep to the right, get it to your back, get a lot of people out in front, control the line of scrimmage, wide receivers blocking downfield. It almost feels like half the crowd is in front of him, getting it down to the secondary. They have a tough time getting him down.
Back now in Nashville. It's the Titans. They've got the football. They'll be looking to extend their lead here as we begin the fourth quarter.
Please contact your closest guest service ambassador, usher, or security person.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. One.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. Able to get away. He'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite powering through the tackle. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll make this a second down.
One.
Second down, Mariota. Going up top. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Despite the lead here in the fourth, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun.
Three.
On third down, Mariota. Going deep for Walker. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. Fourth down now.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Here's Brett Kern now as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at
Looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jonathan Cyprien. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Following the interception here, Mariota under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Chris Long. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Mariota now on 2nd down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he gets it down to the 32. Call it a gain of 5. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14.
Let's go. One. Easy.
Mariota. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt. Obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. And last time, 1-play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people would think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Benny Logan breaking through to get him for a loss of 7.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Wentz to throw on 2nd down. They dump off underneath to Ajayi. Ajayi hit. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And he will bring this down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the 4th. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal. Mariota now after the fumble recovery. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
The quick slant caught. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They come out here in the eye. So call that no gain on the sneak, and now they're still a yard short here on 4th.
This drive started with 1st and goal. Now that it's 4th and goal, anything less than a touchdown would feel like a letdown to me.
So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. What's that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
They'll start out on the ground with Sproles. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Let's go.
Wentz now to throw. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Wentz now perfect since the second half started, 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Here's Ajayi. Ajayi, 1st down and more. And now running right through it. And they will finally get him down, and now penalty flags coming in as well. And they might get half the distance here to boot. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. They run with a Johnny. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. On 2nd and goal, Ajayi, the lone man in the backfield.
Here we go.
To throw is Wentz. And that is caught. It's Aguilar for the Eagle touchdown. Nelson Aguilar, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles get a score closer. Elliott good on the extra point, and that will shave one more off this lead. Elliott now to kick this one away. Jackson now to return. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down.
Let's go. 1. 1.
Throwing here, Mariota. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
1. 3.
To throw is Mariota. Steps away to his left. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Let's go. 1. 3.
Here's Mariota. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Ronald Darby that time, the one who got a hand in and knocked it free.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Around the NFL, they're in the 4th now in Green Bay. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Ajayi escapes him. That one goes for 24 yards. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
We got three, fellas. We got three. You go tight. Lion.
Throwing on first is Wentz. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. They fake the give. Now Wentz. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. Ertz has it left side. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
Now Wentz sliding out of the pocket. He's got his man. That's Wallace. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. And now down to 14 as he spikes it to stop the clock. Let's go.
Three down. Mike, 55. Check, 55.
Again, they'll throw with Wentz. Now he'll escape to his left. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So now only 7 seconds remain.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Go. 180.
Again, it's Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Titans, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they also will exit this one at 2-2. And they'll get a home date next week against the Minnesota Vikings. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports.